Welcome, welcome, welcome to the darkness once again. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a interesting Sunday evening. ha, 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 ha. Oh, uh-huh. Well, I guess in the drama community, the quips never end, do they? No, the mayhem never stops. It's like a beating heart. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Kind of like one of those Duracell batteries. They take a licking and keep on ticking. Well, our little repeater comes in here. Good to see you, Diz. How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome into supporting the channel. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a business call, but that's good that you're here today, Diz. Very appreciative of you. You've been in here for quite some time now, so I'll let Arizona know that I'm actually pretty impressed that you actually support the creeps and weirdos kind of like me. But that's good, it's like drama never stops. It's like an endless beating of a heart. It just keeps pumping and going and pumping and going. And next thing you know, here we go. And then the fun begins, right? Oh, man. The things that people say to one another, the things that people do to each other, right? Oh, boy. Can I get into some stuff or can I get into some stuff? Because there is one hell of a lot of things going on. Oh, yeah, I am just perfect. I've seen the lights and I've come down to say hello. I know I'm not the world's most popular. I know everybody's supposed to be hating me. Oh, my God. But, it's okay. It's all right. I can handle it. Now, Arizona, now he does a different thing, but I don't. I'm always consistent. I'm always the same. I never change. I never evolve. I just become a little, should I say, maybe a little smarter. Maybe. Maybe a little bit more intelligent. You see, intelligence, it's all about you gotta learn to. Ooh, looks like we've got something to pin, folks. There you go. Now I don't have to worry about the freaking age restriction. That's annoying. Now it's right up there in plain sight for everybody to see. Huh? Oh, boy. You humans are something else. You humans are very, very unique little creatures. Yes, you are. And you guys never cease to knock us off of our hooves every single night. Right? Right? The way you guys cut people down, huh? The way you guys talk about each other and back alley chats and even in plain sight, huh? Sometimes people just get bored, you know? They just get bored and they just want to pick on one another. They want to start some stuff. They want to get into the rip. And then once you get into the rip, oh, you get over your head and then next thing you know, you play the victim card, don't you? Oh, I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. It was the one-armed man. Oh, that is the classic. That is the classic. People talk a lot of garbage. And then when they get a little in over their head, so to speak, then they want to pull victim and say, oh, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was one-armed man. Oh, Joey did it. Who was Joey? I don't know. Maybe it was a character that I just made up just to get myself out of trouble, you know. You know, it's just, maybe it was John. Maybe it was Jill. Maybe it was J. Heimer Schmidt. Who knows? Ranks of the insane. I like your comment, but the rank ascending from the ranks of the insane. I think that ship has passed a long time ago. But I appreciate your comment, though. I like that. I really, really like that. You know, you seem to be a smart cookie. I like you. I really, really like you. You like leaving heartfelt comments and good vibes. I like that. I like that a lot. But, you know, with me, you know, I take the good with the bad, the happy with the sad, and I roll it up into a ball and I, you know, pop one end and light it up. You know, why not? Oh, god damn. This is fun. This is really, really fun. This is actually enlightening. It really is for a person like me. You know, it's just the anarchy is everywhere. And people don't realize it until they get caught up in it. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it like a well-balanced ballet? You know, like a what do you call it? Let me see if I can word this right. Hang on a minute. Yes, I didn't take my psych meds today, so I'm a little bit off. So just give me a freaking minute, will you? Just give me a minute. Hell, I forgot what I was talking about. Dang it. See, that's the problem with a guy like me when I've got 15 million things going through my mind at once. I can't really focus on just one. I've got to focus on 15,000 things at once. We've got to keep it going, got to keep it going, got to go, got to go, got to go, got to go, got to keep it rolling, got to keep it rolling. What are we keeping rolling? I don't know. But the point is that pure chaos, pure anarchy, pure state of disarray. It's always there. It never eats. It never sleeps. never grows old, and it never stops. It just transfers from one place back to another. You know, it's true, isn't it? Well, let's see what's going on in the chat. Well, that is true. The same G game. Well, if you're looking at the G game, you think I'm unsafe. Well, you're not the only one that said that. Unstable, maybe, but unsafe, I doubt it. Since when have I ever been unsafe? Besides all the time. You know, but I like this other comment. This other comment says, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Well, I guess the quality of thoughts might be going way out the window because I got no quality of thoughts. Sorry about that. You're on the wrong channel for that. You know, I'm a different person on this. Yeah, that's true. You know, I kind of like you, dude. Whoever you are, you seem to be the type of person warming my cold little dark heart. I kind of like that. Who knows? You might actually make me into a good citizen. Blah. Don't make me sick. Me, a good citizen. Me actually being nice. Come on, give me a break. Yeah. I guess I do need to tone down a little bit. I guess I do need to be a good boy for once. I call it submission. I call it kneeling down and bending over and taking it. That's what I call it. I mean, seriously, you're really going to... Ow. Hang on a second. Sorry, folks, I had a little technical problem there. But you know, you're making good quotes, Mr. Henry Early. I like you. But, I don't know. Sounds like you're trying to spray holy water on me or something. You know, you leave good quotes, but damn. Jesus. You know, you're good. You're good here. I don't mind you. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should reevaluate myself. Maybe I should reinvent myself a little bit. Maybe I should go into some psychotic therapy, huh? Oh, that's rich. Me going into psychotherapy? I would be literally telling them what to do about their jobs. Oh, ooh. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. A long time. Look at this guy being all churchy. But you're good. You're nice. I like that. You make me laugh. You give me entertainment. I haven't laughed or been entertained in a long time. You know, because I'm not really what I claim to be. I'm actually quite a different character, to be exact. My sensei used to say that once. Just before he challenged me to a great battle. And do you know what happened after the end of that? He locked me away in a pit of ultimate darkness, and he said for me to find my way out and find true enlightenment. Now, how was that fair? Not somewhat true. I have found harmony within myself, within the person that I have so rightly become. Because, after all, I wasn't thrown in the darkness, you know. I was born into it. I became a part of it. It is my life. It is my legacy. And I show it freely on popular voices that you yourselves are comfortable with. Kind of like this one here. Because after all, darkness takes many voices, takes many characters, right? But you know, you do good quotes. I like that. I really do. But you know what you should do also? You really should tell Arizona all these things as well, because he really needs to hear that. He really does. In fact, he needs more. Oh, goddamn. He kind of needs more salvation than I do. Me, it's too late for me already. I'm pretty much right here. You know, I really, you guys can try and change me if you want, but it's not going to really work. I mean, it's good quotes, though. I like that. Reminds me of a poet. But I like all this. Like there's one. And I'm going to read them off, because this is actually really good. It says, one of them, he says, the object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape, finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. You know, that's actually true. Because I have found myself in the ranks of the insane. In fact, I'm the fucking boss of that shit. So that's a given. Then another quote says, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Well, I guess that's kind of true. Sort of. And it says just copy, and, oh, you're copying. Oh, okay. I like those quotes. He says they're from what? They're from Marcus Aurelius. Interesting. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. It's true. It's true. But what if you don't? You know, what if you really, like, for instance, like, I don't know, you don't blend in with, like, a family picnic. You know, go to a party, everybody tells you to leave. You know, you go to a room and people tell you to get out. Every time you even step in the fucking door without even saying a motherfucking word. Because, you know, that's what happens to me every single day. I get thrown out of places. I get kicked out of places. I get rejected everywhere I fucking go. Do I cry about it? Do I complain about it? No, I don't. I wear those things as badges of honor. Because why? Because it's one less place I have to worry about. It's one less place I have to be. You know, I'm a man of very little friends, very little people, and very little taste. Simple as that. And love me or hate me, I'm still the same bastard that you always have been. What am I doing for Halloween? Well, I do have some high-grade rolling and trolling and rolling to do, you know, but I don't troll and roll on here anymore because, you know, I don't mean to be mean, but business over here sucks. It really does. Because people on here say they're going to pay me to troll somebody and then they don't do it. That's kind of bad for business. You know, that's bad karma. Okay, that sounds good. But anyway, I'm just a simple guy with, you know, simple tastes. Hey, Diz, can you do me a favor? Can you put in Arizona's link so that this guy knows what his link is so that he can get the benefit of all this knowledge that he's throwing at me? You know, I'd love for him to hear all that too. Because who knows, it might help a guy out. You know, I'm always up for helping. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not a really nice guy. You know, I'm just in a generous mood today because it's Sunday. I figured, what the hell? I've done my communion. Not. I swear to God, if I was to go in a fucking church right now, I'd probably fucking burn to death. That's just me. But you know, here's what I find weird about people sometimes. People love to talk trash on one another, call each other names. They even go really, really low by talking about their families and loved ones. Now, even to a guy like me, that's just cold. You don't talk about their families on here, because families don't mean shit unless they have a YouTube channel, right? Then you can talk about them all they want. But if they don't, love nothing that which comes. These are very, very good quotes. Thank you for sharing these with me, Henry Hurley. I appreciate it. This guy's a Rhodes Scholar. I like this. But you know, I've always admired the quotes. I'm as dark as a rose and sharp as a knife. I shy away from the day, and I only bloom at night. I shrivel away in the daytime and rise at night. When the moon is high and the wolfbane blooms bright, I bloom at night with teeth sharpened to the quick. Eyes running steady. Finding the whatever that is. Not really a Rhodes Scholar, but I try. But like I said, you know, there is one thing that's good about a wolf. They're loyal. They're trustworthy. It's just really hard to get a wolf's trust. But once you get a wolf's trust, you get the trust for life. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm something different. I really, I'm actually whatever you like me to be. And I do have a few quirks. Like when the moon rises bright, I tend to change. I tend to grow fur. I tend to howl and growl like an animal. I feel different. My senses heightened. My strength is enormous. Sometimes, when you listen to the night, you can almost hear it calling you, begging for you to join it, be a part of it. Feel its energy flow through you, getting stronger with each passing day. For during the day, the darkness sleeps, gathers strength, gathers power, gathers knowledge. And during the evening, the darkness rises. The day is for the living. The night is for the dead and the creatures that rule it. Sorry, I did get a little dark there for a minute. I tend to do that sometimes, I just don't understand why people have to lie on one another just to get a point across, just to get something going, when you really don't have to do that. Seriously, you really don't have to. Well, guys, I'm getting ready to head up because, it's getting late and my evening medication, so to speak, is kicking in. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, just remember, the darkness is always watching. The darkness never sleeps. So I'll be seeing you soon. And that's it.